All right, welcome back to the Wrecky Boy podcast. I have Bio here.
Hey, bud.
We got Marshall,
Yo,
Brutality,
what up, bitches?
Viper,
Boom.
always late on his calls. Knight,
Mamma mia.
Jesus Christ, Plasma,
What's up?
and Mav.
Dead enemies.
All right, boys. Topic today: funny shit that's gone on in your school, or if you're not in school, just life stories. So, what do we got, boys?
Uh, my school.
One time there was a kid who what he did was he brought like sticks and like grass from this field that's next to my school, and he had like a lighter, so he went in the bathroom, like the big stall. So you got like these like sped stalls where it's like these huge stalls, and you got like the small ones for like the non-sped people.
You mean the
And
handicap
then like
stalls?
apparently he went in the sped stall, like the big one, and then he just lit shit on fire. I don't know why, but yeah, it smelled like like a fireplace in there, but it also could be a number of things.
So he just literally lit the bathroom on fire.
No, he didn't light the bathroom on fire. He just started a fire in the bathroom with the sticks and grass and stuff.
Okay.
There's
Jesus.
also another kid who brought a
So
knife to school and threatened
Plasma
the
got
school
into the
teacher.
fucking brownies today. We're not gonna talk about that, but
What?
I got a
bro,
few stories from my school.
Don't lie.
I'm not high.
what's with it,
So
Mav?
there's this. I got a few. There's this one kid named Alan. He's some sort of sped. I don't know what it is, but he seems normal enough. But he has a shit ton of anger issues. Like, I mean, this guy. Man, I got a few videos of him. Um, not too long ago, he brought a knife, like a shank, a metal pipe shank to school, and was gonna stab one of the teachers. Like a retarded kid was gonna stab one of the teachers that he didn't like with it. And I sat there during PE, like I was walking the track because they make us walk the track for a little bit. And I have a video of this kid running from the fucking police while there's like 5 cars chasing him through our school.
There was a kid who made a bomb threat, and then he decided that it would be a great idea to just hop the fence and take off. And this kid was running so slow because this motherfucker's fat as hell. And then and it's just one cop car like slowly just rolling behind him, like speaking over their loudspeaker. It was pretty funny, but
Are you sure that wasn't Nasir? He saw some honey buns across the
Bro,
street.
Bro,
shut up.
they took his honey buns at lunch, so
Marshall,
he
you got
decided
any
to blow that
comments on
shit
that?
up.
Nah.
Bro, I remember this one time. So for our senior prank, um, my cousin owns like sheep, right? And
Oh,
like he's like a and all that. And so we took the sheep, right? And we spray painted on them. We only took 3 sheep. We spray painted 1, 2, and 4. We let them roam around inside the school. And all the teachers were like, "Yo, where's the four, like where's the third sheep?" And they were just looking and looking, bro. They did not, like, obviously they're not gonna find them, but they were searching for hours, bro, on end, just hours, trying to find these sheep in the school. And they eventually, like, somebody eventually told them, "Hey, there was never a third, like there was never a number 3. It was only 3 of them." And so they're like, "Oh, okay." And yeah, they didn't take too
already,
lightly to that prank.
our buddies already
My
have,
bad.
or like a bunch of people I know already have a senior prank planned out for last day of school. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna jack all the golf carts because our school like security guards run around in like golf carts and shit. So we're gonna take the golf carts and then we're gonna fucking Mario Kart race those bitches down the middle school track or the high school one. Blasting like so we're gonna have like a whole bunch of people and we're gonna blast like Mario Kart music and we're gonna dress up as like Mario Kart characters and shit. Or start whipping golf carts around the school track.
That'll be a good one.
Send that to me. Record it and send it.
All right, Viper. Let's hear
Yeah,
about
it's
your
like 4 years, dog.
non-school stories about like not going to school because you're a
Yeah.
bum.
Oh, so there's this one time I was outside, or I wasn't outside. I was looking for food because
Oh my God, Viper touches
ordered
grass. That's
food.
crazy.
Yeah, I was
No,
about
that's
to
not
say.
true.
ordered food, and I looked outside, and there's this lady walking, like she is walking along the sidewalk. She had a stroller with her.
Oh my God.
I looked
Was
down
she
'cause
chasing Marshall?
Because normally she was or not normally. Normally the food is like right next to the door, so I looked down. It wasn't there. I looked back up, and the stroller's like rolling down the hill, and I can see the lady chasing after it. I'm not gonna lie, like that was unexpected, but it caught me off guard, and that was funny. I don't know why.
I got this one.
Fucking the
I never
Viper's
know what
garbage
happened after,
internet.
but it was still funny to me.
I got this one school story. It was about how I robbed this one girl for I told Plasma
Is it where
this.
you stole
This is-
her
of course
cart
this
and
will-
then some guy threatened to shake you?
But hold on, this is maybe what I don't notice. But my friend me, two of them, they come up to me in the morning. They're like, "Hey, you want to catch a leg today?" I was like, sure. I mean, yeah, I'm down. And he was like, "Yeah, we finna rob this one girl. You know her. We always rob her. We're gonna take her cart." And I was like, I bet. She usually doesn't do shit, so she usually forgets about it like a few weeks later. And so we did it. I basically just took it to the bathroom, hid it inside my shoe, and acted like I had it, and I really didn't have it. Oh, I acted like I didn't have it, like it fell through my pants, but it didn't. It was really just in my shoe. And she was pissed as fuck. Like when I went to the bathroom, she was already like texting her brother. She was texting her plug who gave it to her. She was texting everybody. And her plug is like, I don't know, like 18. Her brother's like 20 something. I don't fucking know. And at the like end of the day, my two friends say, "Yo, you better watch out because she said she's gonna get her brother come over to the school at the end of this day with a pocket knife and kill you with the pocket knife." And I was like, "I bet." He told me that in lunchtime. That was in fourth period, and they were just like basically just fucking bucket to the buses, and I was like, "Bet." I can't really do shit about it. All I could just say is I didn't steal it. And in seventh period, I get called down to the office, and I get searched. Basically, she snitched on me and tried to get me caught and get me suspended, which I'm just like that. I didn't have it. I gave it to my friends, so they didn't find shit. They actually complimented me, said my backpack was organized and shit. I was like, I'm cool. And then I just make a plan with my friend. I'm not gonna say any names, but we'll just call him Jimmy. And we made a plan. He was like, "Hey, just take a shortcut. If you just go down the stairs, take a left. There's a little tiny gate that's unlocked. You could just walk through there and just run straight to the buses and find it." And I was like, "Bet." I did that shit. My friend who saw me bucket, he was like, "Yo, that boy was running." And then I was like, "Yes, sir." And then the next day, they tell me that she wants her lick back and that she's gonna fucking get her plug on me and kill me. Obviously, that shit didn't happen. But yeah.
Dude, I was texting this one girl last night, and I was going through TikTok, right? You guys ever seen the Kermit on TikTok, like the one like on
Yeah, he
Omegle?
shows his
The
pickle.
cucumber? The
Oh yeah,
cucumber
where he
Yeah,
shows bitches
yeah,
his
the
dick.
cucumber. So he's
Yeah.
talking to this girl, and I took a quote, like I quoted the fuck out of it, right? But he said, "Hey, if COVID-19 doesn't take you out, can I?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, for sure. Can we make Kermit babies?" He's like, "Hey, stay home if you're sick. Come over if you're
I
thick."
seen that one.
And then I was talking to the girl on FaceTime, right? And she was like, she had COVID-19, like she still had COVID, right, at the time. And I was like, "Hey, baby, if COVID don't get you, can I take you out?" And she started laughing, and I was like, "Hey, stay home if you're sick. Come over if you're thick." And bro, she's like, "I'm coming over." I'm like, "Bitch, you like 21 hours away from me." And she's like, "I'll make the trip."
Damn. That shows his
How much do
desperate.
you have to pay her?
Plasma, why do you ruin everything?
Yeah, how much you had to pay her?
PM plasma.
Wait,
$5.
COVID?
$5? Damn.
Really? Coochie
Yeah, she
costs
might have an
$5?
STD.
Cooch costs $5 over there? Shit.
I guess so.
Yo, I'm moving.
Word.
So I got a story.
Canadian story? That's crazy.
So
Let's hear it.
it wasn't really like during school, but it was a school event, so kind of counts. So it was like this St. Patrick's Day thing, you know, and we were a couple hours in. It was like 11 at night, so everyone's tired. Um, Me and some of my buddies had this stupid idea. Like two of us will hold up this hula hoop. It's not a very big hula hoop, and like everyone else has to like try to jump through it. And they're like holding it like 4 feet up. Like it's not like easy. And I was thinking like, I was like third place in high jump like last year. I'll be fine. It's not a big hula hoop. You gotta like tuck your legs in a lot to get through it. And I kneed myself in the face so hard that I got a nosebleed. And then 10 minutes later, I did it again and got another nosebleed.
And to this day, Bio has PTSD from this incident.
Nah, man.
Every time his nose bleeds, he tweaks
Dun, dun,
and he
dun.
starts shaking. And he remembers that day he jumped through that hula hoop and how much he
Start
regretted it.
squeaking.
Honestly, I didn't regret it that badly. I got a good story out of it.
Wait, what do you got, Knight?
Alright, so
The day he
this
dropped his
happened
pizza.
in like 3rd grade. We were having a like fun run, and you know like those fundraiser fun runs you had,
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking
and
about.
I had one of those.
they had to pin our number on our shirts, and I don't know why some kid poked me with the pin, and it gets better. And all I did was ow. But when the teacher saw it, when I tell you, he wrung him out. He wrung that kid out so fast. It was the funniest shit ever.
Wait, he poked
I-
you with like a pin that like goes on a wall?
No, like a safety pin, like for a diaper.
Oh, okay.
I got this one story. It's another story. Pretty crazy.
No, we don't need to hear about it.
What? Shut up. I don't even know a story. I don't think you do. Actually, no, you do. But it
Y'all like
happened.
boyfriends or something?
No, it's just I tell stories. But it's a normal day at school. Everybody knows that these two kids have beef with each other. A kid named Zacario, his bitch ass, and then a kid named King. Now, Zacario basically was King was talking shit about Zacario, and Zacario wasn't really happy with that. And Zacario's this weird ass kid, by the way. He's like fucking zesty as fuck, like nonstop. And basically they were about to fight, and they were like, "No, you touch me first. No, you touch me first. No, you touch me first, so I can hit you." And
I had a school fight like that one time.
Yeah, but then it was like then the day, the same day or like the day after, Sicario basically got caught on Instagram. Like the school saw him on Instagram, and he had a bullet with King's name on it, like engraved on it. And
Fuck. So you're telling me
he,
you had Sicario in your school?
yep,
You know what a Sicario is, right?
Zicardio is his
Oh.
name.
Oh, his name. Okay, bro. I thought you said Sicario, you know, like the hitman for the Cubans.
El
Uh,
cartel.
no, bro, what?
Yeah.
No, not the Cubans. My bad. Colombians. Jesus Christ.
True
But
suburb people, my man.
he gets caught by the school, and the next time he goes to the school, they search him, and they find I believe the gun was a Glock 19, and they found it, and he went to juvie for like, I don't know, like 3 weeks, and suspended. He got expelled, and basically Zicardio texted his friends saying he's finna go to the school and shoot up the whole entire school until he finds King and shoots him, and he's gonna go to the closest high school, shoot up that place, and obviously he didn't show up because he's bitch made. So
Which
there's that.
guy?
Damn, so you and him relate then.
What you mean?
He said you bitch made as fuck.
I'm not bitch made.
You
Hold
bitch
Bro,
made as
I
on.
shit.
would shit up. I would
I
fight
got
somebody
one.
You won't do shit.
in a one-on-one fight. I would fight.
So,
Us.
oh, no. So I got this kid. His name is Norpong. He is African, like not like he is like very, very
He's
African.
African,
That's
bro.
why he has such a weird name.
Marshall.
But this kid is absolutely enormous, but he like absolutely can't stand bullies. So there's this kid in the locker room, and he's sitting like in this far back corner where there's a blind spot because
Wow.
these kids broke this mirror that was supposed to like reflect in that blind spot so the teacher can't see it. And he walks up to this kid and he just absolutely rocks this kid because he was just apparently like being a bully or something, and somebody was like, "Yo, Norpong, this guy is being an absolute piece of shit." He goes over here. He straight up decks this kid. He steps back into the locker and then he decks him again, and this kid just falls on the ground and just is like crying. I've never seen like somebody like my age cry, but this guy was absolutely jacked up. But Norpong doesn't go to my school anymore. He got expelled, but
Dude, I remember this one time. So, like, my school was diverse as shit, dude. Like, we had everything you could think of, right? We had, like, and, like, there was a bunch of, like, it wasn't, like, games, but it was, like, obviously your high school games, right? And
Yeah.
one day, this Mexican kid throws a milk carton at one of these black kids, right? And the black kid turns around and takes his like juice box, right, and just chucks it at him, right, smacks him in the face, and they start brawling it out. Well, these guys were part of the groups, right, and you had Second Street and 16th Street. That's what they were. 16th Street was
Wow.
like the black kids, and then you had the Second Street, which were the Mexican kids, right, and they just start brawling it out in the cafeteria, dude. Like it was like maybe I would say like 15 on 15 guys, and they're just brawling it out in the cafeteria, just like punching the crap out of people, bro. They're like broken noses, broken arms. It was like Cobra Kai, bro. They were just fucking each other up in high school. It was funny as shit.
My sister told me about this one story in her school where basically the sped kid was getting bullied, and the sped kid, like with Down syndrome and was autistic, beat the bully's ass, like slammed his shit and broke his jaw.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure Trigger has a story.
no, bro, he's got that autism strength though.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, like
Trying to
those
get
autistic kids, they always got like the most like strong grip on shit. I tried to like take this shit away because I had to like volunteer in this bike class. So it's like part of getting like caught. You have to go in school suspension for 30 days, and then you gotta help out. But anyways, yeah, I had to go help out with these guys. They have like they're just strong as fuck for whatever reason. I try to take away this like marker shit that this kid was coloring on the table with, and you can't. You just gotta let him have it. The awkward silence is killing me.
Yeah, no, it really
Wait,
is.
Trigger,
I mean,
Trigger,
Oh,
you
I
had
got
a
one.
story, right?
Oh,
Oh
never
yeah,
mind.
so
Try first.
Let Trigger speak.
yeah, so a couple years back, so at the beginning of the year, they would give us all the like condiments that we wanted, but then like the middle of the year, for some dumb reason, the kids just started like to, take ketchup packets and whatnot into the bathrooms and just start squirting them all over the place. So then we had all our condiments taken away. So couldn't even have fries with ketchup and whatnot.
You get fries.
Yeah, we got. Well, I mean, they're pretty bland, but
yeah, I was gonna
they
say
added
you
salt.
guys get fries, like
Yeah,
damn.
yeah, they added salt to them for about like a week, and they just took it away. It was stupid.
Bro, my cafeteria food sucks.
It's yeah, and if you don't drink while eating the fries at my school, it burns your throat.
Like
That's probably not good.
my school is trying to do like a healthy food thing, and it just tastes like shit. Like,
Bro, I get pizza every
Thank
week.
Obama.
bro, they only do pizza only on Thursdays, once a week.
I get hot dogs every Friday, and I get pizza all week.
Bro,
Oh yeah,
they
and
and
then one day we had 6 fights in a row in a single day. 1, 2, 7.
I got a funny story.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so this was at homecoming. The rules were your normal rules. No sexual shit yet. Just keep it out of there. I was hanging out with some friends of mine, and some retard kid was hanging out with us. My friend jokingly said, "Hey, you should go dive on the snack table." And he did. Like, full on, everything was everywhere. And you want to know the funny part about it? Guess who was right there when he did it?
Principal.
The fucking dean.
Who?
The dean.
What the fuck is that?
Your school
It's
still
pretty
has
much
those?
principal.
It's like a principal, but not.
Oh, assistant principal.
Like an office worker, basically.
Kinda.
Wait, aren't deans like only for private schools and whatnot?
Dude, we had this thing. It was like, I think I was in 8th grade, so it was a long time ago. And we had this thing. We had this teacher, right? She slept with like 3 of the students. She slept with 3 of the students, and so when it was our next game, right? Everyone everyone showed up in jumpsuits, like the ones that jails use. Everyone showed up in jumpsuits, and like we had like cops escorting, like we had like people dress up as cops escorting them around and shit. It was so funny, bro. But like, yeah, one of my buddies was one of the kids that fucked her too. It's the funny part. And her husband was a pastor at a church, and he got fired for it.
Fucked up.
How you get fired for your wife being a hoe?
That's what I said. Like, man's just doing the Lord's doing. She's just doing
Oh
the
God.
devil's doing.
Our school had okay, so there's this girl. I'm gonna name her. Fuck it. Her name's Demi. She's fat and she thinks she's like super hot. Like she's fat and she wears
It's
super
the
revealing
Duff.
clothes.
It's the
Bro, it's
Duff.
one of
Oh yeah.
those
Oh
at
yeah.
high
And
school.
she always talks shit. Like she always talks shit. So this girl like beat her ass. Like this bitch got a concussion. She was in the ER for a few days. Like this girl beat her fucking ass. And the school considered it bullying. And this girl opened up like Demi opened up like a fucking a case on her
So that bitch got sued and lost because there was evidence of her like starting it. And then our school now has like a very strict anti-bully policy now, and we have 3 police officers that comes to our school now.
Damn, that fucking sucks.
I remember there's this kid who had this like pipe in class, and he kept on just like sparking it up. I don't know why. I don't know. I didn't do it somewhere else, but basically he started doing that, and the whole classroom ended up just smelling like absolute gas, and you could like see it in the air. It was everywhere. He was absolutely smoking to fucking hell with that shit. But also, and then the teacher smells it, and she like announces, "And nobody's leaving because my classroom smells like weed." And then everybody has to sit in there for the entire rest of the period and the entire lunch because the kid like ditched it or something in like the cabinets, so that he didn't have it because everybody got searched. And then they're like, "All right, now we need to search the classroom because we can't. We have to find the illegal substances, even though I live in Cali and it's legal." But
Not for your
they
age.
proceed to say that, and then they search around forever, and then they end up just like giving up and letting everybody go. But it was, and then ended up that kid ended up like just getting his absolute like face fucking beaten because people were fucking pissed off that he just sat there and fucking delayed the class. But no, well, not that he had to skip class, but we missed lunch because they weren't even allowing us to like eat or bring our backpacks out. We had to go like walk away from our backpacks and stuff like that, so we
Yeah.
couldn't even eat. And then we couldn't go out and like get food and stuff like that. So it was really annoying. This kid just is an absolute idiot now.
They
Yeah.
denied you fucking lunch.
What?
Damn, bro.
How did they get rid of your lunch?
Apparently they can like do that if they have like a legitimate reason, because it's like it's classified as a health concern, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
Or no, it's like hazardous material or something like that. If you like, if there's like any kind of substances like in the air or something like that, they have to like contain you and shit, or at least they can. So they kind of use that loophole. Wasn't that big of a deal.
I have a good one. Okay.
Yeah.
Back in
Okay, I'm
like
looking at it.
this
Because
was
it's like,
second.
yeah, because it was like contaminated.
Yeah, I got you.
So they had
There's
to
this.
like quarantine us, but it wasn't really quarantining. It was just keeping everybody in for lunch.
Do y'all ever just like get those like school student threats and then like half
You
the
gotta
school
play.
doesn't show up the next day?
Yeah, there was a kid who real badass kid, but he went and he ran up, and they have these like covers on the fire alarms, and he like ripped that shit off the wall and then pulled it, and then this retard like runs away. So everybody has to go to their PE period, right? And everybody's out there. So there's like 1,000 or I don't know how many kids go to my school, a couple hundred at least students just sitting out in the field, and they're all like, "All right, everybody's gonna start running until somebody snitches on who did it, and then or who doesn't, or like who or they just find out from like security cameras." We ended
No,
up
wait, what
running for
happened?
like the entire school, like even around like we would run to where the buses drop people off, all the way over to the furthest baseball diamond. So we'd run the whole campus. Um, we did that for like 2 hours, and everybody's just done. So somebody went up and snitched. I don't know who, but it was really stupid, and I just nobody likes that kid.
Plasma, what
Some
school? What
kid.
happened?
Sorry,
Okay.
what?
So I don't know if y'all said it. Anyway, it was the second block of it was freshman second semester, and these kids are trying to get this fucking stupid ass senior prank in, right? And they made like this weed bomb, and it's fucking terrible ass weed, so it smells like shit. And they put it in the trash can, and about midway into second hour, the weed bomb goes off, right? And then the teacher ended up having like she had to delay her third hour, and she was trying to figure out what the fucking smell was, but it was the kids in our damn class.
I remember this one time where I was in school, right? It was fifth period. Fifth period is the time I go to Yodi Land, usually. And so my friend let me hit her shit. And she was like, "Hey, take as many as you want. If you want to take like more, you could take more. Trust." And I was like, "All right." So I took 3. She was like, "You sure you're done?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm done." She's like, "You sure? I mean, you can take more if you want." I was like, "I mean, fine. I'll guess I'll take a few more." And then
Fucking have some more.
I'd
The way
take
you're
like
explaining this is really weird.
I'd take like 3 more hits, and I'm like zooted. Like I'm like more geeked than I've ever been. And like a few minutes later, it's like almost the end of the class. She tells me to get up and start walking around. Like just don't fucking pass out or throw up. I was like, "Bro, I'm good. Chill." She's like, and then like right when I walked out the door, I immediately threw up everywhere. And that's happened to me twice in a row.
Know your limit, dumbass.
Hop off my dick.
I just don't
See, this is
smoke
why
and
brutality is retarded.
I'm not retarded. I just like doing shit I'm not supposed
Whoa, I don't think Susan on YouTube's gonna like that word.
Mm.
Matt, what is that in the chat?
Not
No,
gonna
look at
like
it.
what
Look at it.
word?
Look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
I don't really want to look at. I don't really want to look at that.
Well, you guys are fucking
Yeah, so
stupid.
what-
That's the thing.
Okay.
It's not what you think it
Anyway,
is. I swear to
so
God.
anyway, I've got a story. I've also have a story. Well, another one.
All right, bye. Talk.
Oh
So
Jesus. Okay, never mind.
so my my science class, they got a couch, right? So
That's one
basically
next.
everyone's rushing to get to the couch.
Fuck on the couch.
And this one guy, this one like 200-pound guy, pretty chunky, but he's like he's a football player. Right? He's got that football build. Anyway, he like set his stuff on the couch and then walked out of the class to get something, and this scrawny guy takes his spot, right? So when he comes back, his name's Chance, by the way. When he comes back,
Man, there's a fat kid named Chance
he's
in
not
my
taking
school.
any of that shit. He just fucking sits on the kid, and like the fucking couch, one of the couch springs just fucking snapped, and you could hear it from all the way across the classroom, bro. It was fucking hilarious. Like everyone was just laughing their asses off.
I remember this one time. It was back probably when I was in like, hell, I was probably like in the first grade. But there was this kid named Wyatt, and this kid was the epitome of being spoiled as fuck. This motherfucker, like, cause we used to have like these tablets we could play like fucking like games on and shit. It was like garbage games, so it didn't really matter. So this kid, like, he was like sped or something like that, but like they wouldn't put him in sped classes because he was like first grade and they didn't really do that. But so like what ended up happening is this kid would just absolutely lose his mind and start just crying, and he would like get up and just walk to the back because there's like this separation where there's like the carpet area because like it's first grade, you got that like carpet you go and you sit crisscross applesauce on, and then so like he would go, there's like this like wall you can kind of see through, but he'd go behind it and then just like lay on the ground face down and just like cry and bang his head on the ground. But yeah, he doesn't, I don't even know like if he's, because that's when I used to live in Texas, so I don't even know what the hell happened to that kid. He's probably, I don't know, hell, he's probably, I don't know, dead maybe. Never know.
Fucking dead. What? Yeah, I remember back in third grade, I used to cry a lot, and I ended up getting a referral for that dumb shit.
Oh, yeah. So I have another story. So last year, let's name this kid, ROTC kid. So ROTC kid was about to get jumped, but he chickened out, even though he said like he thought he thought he could fight, but no, he couldn't. So he just chickened out and talked to the lunch lady about politics and whatnot. No, it's quiet.
All right. Gus, you got any stories?
Oh,
Anymore?
I got
Viper's been quiet most of the time. Let's talk about your art room experience, Viper.
Yeah, Viper's
Oh,
art room
no.
experience. Oh, now
Yeah,
you
let's talk
have
about
to
that.
talk about it. Now we mentioned
This
it.
this
No,
is this is
someone who hasn't said anything is
Viper
Marshall.
told our
Marshall
school.
has not said
gonna
a
be
word.
really
That's true.
You
That's
gotta
true.
say
That's
your art
true.
room
Bro, I
experience.
ain't
Though.
got no school stories.
Give the viewers what they
He
want.
ain't got no school
Viper.
stories because every fucking day he gets suspended.
Come on, Viper art room. Come on, I want to hear about it.
Yeah, but just remember,
Viper,
it's not,
explain
you
your
don't
art
have
room
to tell
experience.
just school stories.
Art
How
room
about the time you got chased by racist Karen?
I think he does.
I can
Bro,
tell
talk
a
about the
story
racist
about my
Karen.
brother gave himself a
Yeah, talk
cocaine.
about the racist Karen.
Marshall.
Oh, Marshall.
Marshy Warshy.
Don't
What?
say that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was about to say, don't say that.
Why?
Probably talking.
Viper,
Viper, let's
do
hear
your
your
art
art
room
room story.
experience.
No,
Yep.
I'm not talking about that. That goes
Yep.
into personal life. I'm not doing that.
No, it doesn't.
All right, Marshall, let's hear some stories about that racist Karen.
Oh,
Oh my fucking god.
he's not gonna talk. Okay.
There's this kid at my school named Josue, and he has a really tiny dick because his dick pics got leaked, and he always talks shit, and he gets like jumped all the fucking time. So finally, he had enough. So
What does he get jumped for though?
he gets
Having
jumped for
smoking.
talking shit by the Mexicans. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
The giant group of Mexicans that always roam together and never in a pack and never fight one on one. It always has to be one of them on one kid. Yeah, those types. So this kid always talks shit about him. This kid's fat. He looks like an egg. His head looks like an egg. So finally, he had enough of just getting fucking beat to hell every fucking day. So, he puts them all in a group chat on Snapchat and says, I'm gonna put you guys in a body bag. Don't come to school, I promise you. So this kid like gets put on like high threat alert at our school. So he sits in like the office now for all the days and shit. Police raided his house and found like 3 guns loaded. Like this kid was ready to fucking go. And he got his 2mm defeater sucked at the Stater Bros supermarket. I don't know how they pulled that off.
So I'm in this like group of guys. Basically, so one of these kids at my school, right? He was like talking like to one of my friend's sisters, like super weird. He was just saying like really, really weird things, like sexual. He was just harassing her. And we ended up like figuring out where this kid like who he was because it was just like on Snap, and it have his Snap as his actual name. So we had to do a little bit of figuring out, but we eventually did. And this kid's like an absolute fucking piece of shit. Bro is like, he's got the big ass fucking nose. He's like covered in acne. He's fucking like weird as shit. All he is obsessed with is like anime and fucking like
Okay,
weird shit like
I
that.
get that. I get the anime stuff, but you don't gotta make fun of him just because he can't control that.
Can you control what?
What? We don't make fun of him for that. No, he was sexually harassing my friend's
No.
sister.
I got you, but like, leave it with
No, I
someone
mean
else.
he's weirdly into anime. He like comes to school dressed in like fucking anime shit.
Listen, bro. I
Yeah, but hold
I
on, no.
watch anime sometimes, but I'm not fucking weird about it, alright?
I wasn't trying to say that people watch anime.
If you watch
Okay,
anime,
just
you're
saying.
weird.
So this
I
kid.
said it, and
On
I'm
chat,
gonna
on
stay
chat, on
saying
chat.
it.
Okay, so this kid, we figure out who he is, and we meet him after school. So he like walks. So we have this like area where if you walk straight across the road. If there's like a area where you can go into the like this big housing unit, which is like really weird because there's a bunch of these like empty like lots that are just like filled with grass that's like 8 feet tall. So basically, two of my friends went and hid in this lot that had like this really tall grass, and then one of them followed this kid. This kid's name is Ben, and so they're following Ben, my friend, and then I'm across the street looking like I'm just sitting there on my phone, and then I start walking over across the street to like stop him from going forward so my friend can throw him. So what the plan was is the friend that's following him was like gonna throw him down into the field, but I was gonna stop him, like walk in front of him, just start talking to him, like be nice. So he would like stop and talk to me. And then the friend that was following was supposed to throw him in the field so he could just absolutely get his shit rocked. But what ended up happening is he knew what was happening because my friend's sister was like, yo, there's people coming to beat your ass. And he knew because, like, apparently he saw the people go get in the field and stuff. And then he saw me walk over there and then he noticed the kid following him. So he kind of knew he's going to get jumped. So this kid ended up just trying to, like, punch me. And I'm like, oh, shit, he swung first. And I just start beating the shit out of him. My friend grabs him, throws him in the field. And then my two friends who were sitting in the tall grass just started absolutely beating the shit out of him, and then we ran off. And the only thing that happened was my friend went on home study because they were like trying to say like it was you guys, but this kid had no proof that it was us, and then so we got away with it. But this kid now just constantly like goes up there and is like, I feel like I'm threatened by this student, and then they call him up and like get him in trouble and shit, even though like they have nothing to prove it. They just kind of know, but then they have nothing to prove it. So my friend ended up having to go on homeschool, which is kind of a bummer because this fucking pervert ass kid made my friend go on home study. But he beat the shit out of and we exposed him. We put all the shit on Insta, all screenshots, so everybody just knows him as fucking the pervert.
What do you say?
God damn.
No, when I confronted him, because no, so what happened is he
No,
was
no,
like
no, no.
acting
Like,
all
what did
fucking
he
rude.
say
No,
to
no, no,
the?
there's
What did
more
he
to the
say
story.
to the?
But and what makes me really sick about this is he just sits there and he's one of those fuckers who are like this. So I go and I talk to him like, yo, what were you saying to so and so's sister? And he's like, bro, she didn't ever tell me to stop. And I'm like, you didn't think that like, hey, that's kind of weird, because she texted, hey, that's kind of weird when he started. I'm like, yeah, she didn't directly say stop that like a fucking NPC, but she was like, dude, that's fucking weird. Don't do that. So he ends up trying to be like, no, but she was like saying the same stuff, and I'm like, bro, she was telling you stop, but like, or not stop, just like, dude, that's weird. And then he ended up just starting to be all trying to justify it, like, oh, she liked it, oh, she was like into it, and saying all this stuff. But this kid was just a retard.
What do you say to her?
Oh, so he was like, some of the stuff might have to get bleeped out if you want to, but he was like, I'm gonna like rape you and like come in with you without your permission and like all this weird stuff. Like he's gonna get her pregnant without her permission and all this weird stuff.
There's
And
no
like
way.
and he was like, I want you to sit on my face and not let me breathe. And he was like, I wanna like, oh no, she was like, he said, I want you to like fucking like peg me and hold me on a
That's
dog
some
leash
Riz right
like a
there,
bad
dude.
boy.
That's some Riz right there. I don't know why you hate him.
Bro's just open.
But
Okay.
Bro's an open book.
nah, he almost got a restraining order on me though, because he
No,
could like
you're gonna get a restraining
identify me,
order.
but there's no
You
proof
can't
about
say
it.
that.
But he almost got a restraining order on me.
On you?
Yeah, because I beat his ass. He didn't see the kid behind him, like with his face, or he didn't see the people in the grass, like their face. But he saw my face, so he knew who I was and pointed me out. But I just got 3 days of in-school suspension because they're like, he accuses you of it, but it can't be proven, so we can't expel you or like call the police on you. But we're gonna put you in 3 days of lunch or school detention. I'm like, okay, cool. I don't give a
I
fuck.
got put in school detention for throwing goldfish.
Yeah,
Bruh,
no,
are you
mine's like
serious?
not school detention. It's like
Yeah.
all day suspension, but you sit in this room. It's like called RC, like opportunity or some shit like that. And it's like your opportunity to be a good student. It's so fucking dumb.
But
That
we have the
sounds
same thing. It's called
incentive
DASH.
chart.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
opportunity or RC or
It's
like
in-school suspension.
intervention.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
but
It's
yeah,
really just suspension, but they make sure you do your work.
Yeah.
this is like a really good point. to cut this off and continue it tomorrow. But thanks
Yeah.
for doing the Recce Boy podcast.
Remember to subscribe.
Yeah. Subscribe and hit that
Hit
like
that
button.
bell for notifications too.
Oh
Or
yeah.
Discord.
Gotta get notified when these things come out.
All right.
Subscribe or you have blue waffles.
Recce Boys out.